nachos, amigos, and welcome to Through the Tomes, a Dungeons and Dragons adventure where a group of friends gather together to share share adventures with each other, one module at a time. It's like a adventure club for
adventures. Adventure club for adventures.
I'm PD Rave, and I totally didn't accidentally introduce a different podcast. And here with me is my team, my party, my adventurers. We've got playing Wind and Summer, Daisy.
Hey everybody, you want to point some user stories? Because I got Fibonacci sequence cards.
Damn.
Playing Solero Italian, we've got Drew.
Some sort of joke, but holy shit, that threw me for a loop. What the fuck are Fibonacci sequence cards?
It threw you for a spiral.
Exactly.
We'll put that conversation in the parking lot for later.
Playing Lucia Zanero, we've got Matt.
I have a big beefy tripod,
Nice.
which is now not closing.
Yeah, it happens. We've got playing Toby Underborough, Brett.
I have got the best musical instrument known to Nintendo, the Donkey Konga bongos.
Brilliant.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely brilliant.
And I'm touching them, and they are making my hands gross, and I'm going to put them down.
Of course they are. And playing Toro, we've got Victoria.
Who is
muted?
we cannot
Currently
hear.
muted.
Push
I
to talk.
set it to push to talk, and I'm going to forget to do that.
Yes.
I put on a hat because I didn't comb my hair. I
Neither
finished
did
an
I.
assignment and
Oh,
came
yeah.
right here, so
Mhm.
we're ready for D&D.
Mm-hmm.
Glad you're here.
Yes. And of course, playing Tumbao, we've got Christian.
Hi, I am within arm's reach of my little junk drawer from treasures of my entire life. First thing I pull out, check out this chain.
Hey,
Nice.
Oh,
that is chain.
So
That
you
is-
know you're like 13 years old and you're trying to be cool in the mall.
hey, it's not
Oh.
a puka shell necklace.
And
It's
Oh,
way
yeah.
13-year-old Matt thinks you are extremely cool.
Yes.
Man,
Oh,
why
yeah.
couldn't I have friends 10 years ago?
Ay,
mira Yeah, que
bonito con tu chain. Yeah,
you gotta add a medallion to it, and then you're like, then you're there.
There's like two types of dudes that can pull off a gold rope chain, and it's like dudes who were in like hip hop crews in the 90s and old Italians with like stained wife beaters in New York. That's
it's-
it. That's
Oh,
the list.
absolutely. And they're like they have it's like this thick because they're just eating and like it's just tight around their neck and they don't know it's just basically a choker.
Or it's sitting on top of the chest hair that's poking out, and it's like lifted off the chest with the density
yeah,
of the
it's like
chest.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Oh,
a
yeah.
streak of yellow and black and gray.
Nice. Yeah.
Carl from Aqua Teen.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
Carl.
Yeah.
Where
So
you-
who's been playing I Like Candy all night?
Well, what are you doing in my pool? What are you
Got
doing?
the foreigner belt.
Ha, boobs. That's awesome. Give me that phone. I'm gonna call the cops.
Yes. We here on Through the Tomes, we have the rules. We make the rules for chains, gold or
Yes.
otherwise.
Okay. And my thing, my show and tell. I usually have like cool like local beers from like breweries here in South Florida or close by. But I decided to go with another like small company of alcoholic beverage. I kind of went with like a hard seltzer rather. We're a small little company, small little like independent distillery place doing some interesting stuff. Going with a hard Mountain Dew.
Wait, what?
Oh my god.
That sounds like terrible.
Hard Mountain Dew, and particularly, specifically, I'm having
I've
the
been
Baja
curious.
Blast.
Okay,
Yes,
there,
I've
that's a
been
little better.
curious. How is it PD, because I've been eyeing it
I
in
would
the
love to
public.
say. Look, so I originally bought this like December, intending to like first try it out on D&D, and then everything got delayed over and over and over again. So I would love to say that I'm trying it for the first time now, but no, I've actually had it on on our Witcher streams, and we talked about it. They're not good, but they're fine.
So more
I
like a
keep
party
meaning
drink, like if they're there, you try it, but you don't go out and buy it.
I'm only drinking them because they're here and I bought
Yeah,
them.
that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, they're there.
I'm
You
not
have to
buying them
finish
again,
them off.
but I have them, so I might as well drink them.
Yeah, and at least
I
you can
keep-
say like you did it. You have the experience of it. You understand.
Yes.
I keep meaning to try the Simply Spiked lemonades.
Mhm. I want-
Ooh, I'm interested.
I've been
Nice.
watching Jeff Gerstmann drink bad energy drinks for months
Oh my
now,
God.
Yeah.
and like,
Every
I-
time I go, I know I always say this, but I went to my local grocery store Surplus
Yes.
today, and there's always some new flavor of Bang. They always have a flavor of Bang energy.
all
there.
that super creatine
To-
waiting for you.
all that super creatine today was flavored like key lime.
Yeah.
Also from my grocery store Surplus is Goldken the Botanist Islay Dry Gin milk chocolate.
So it's juniper flavored chocolate.
It has little pods of gin inside.
You said botanist, and that was it's a dispo around here. So I
It's
was
really
wrong.
beautiful packaging.
It is. It's
The
Mhm.
packaging
Looks
is
like-
gorgeous.
That's
It looks like
very
you're gonna
cool.
pull out like some pre-rolls out of that box or something.
But what you said, it has little pods of gin, so I'm just imagining like gushers, like you bite into it and it just
I
like
mean-
squirts
World's
gin
worst
in your mouth.
gusher is gin. Ugh. A Christmas
I-
tree
I would eat a
explodes in your
gin
mouth when you
gusher.
bite into chocolate.
Okay.
Jesus.
Bites.
Have you ever
Jesus.
heard of the champagne caviar though?
Oh,
What?
that's
I
that.
have.
Those are
That is
two
nothing.
words that are too fancy for me.
So but they create something completely different, and it's amazing. What it is, it's essentially boba filled with like sweet strawberry liqueur, and you're supposed to like and you put them. It's like in a jar, like kind of like caviar, but they're tiny little scoops of boba that you put into like flukes of champagne or into whatever
Yes.
drink you have. So let's say you have something like I remember I used to do it with Sprite, Blue Curacao, and then I would scoop for
Right,
that
okay.
strawberry flavor up into it, and then when you bite into it and they pop, it's just more alcohol. It's
That's
incredible.
that's what
So,
what has science brought us?
Okay, explain the size of me. Were they closer to the orbits from like 95?
I would say probably no bigger than your nail, like your thumbnail. Like it could fit on your thumbnail.
I
Like, so
forgot all about
probably-
those. Daisy, when we were
Okay.
dating, had a bunch of those little ball mint, like gummy, weird things in her purse. She had a purse with like a little like pocket, and she had like little mints that hung out in them, and there were those little balls. And yeah, I could just imagine those being full of liquor.
I have no memory of that.
You've been through some stuff since then.
The things that dudes will remember one off is the weirdest bullshit that you'll think, why doesn't he remember this thing? And then he remembers something completely dumb and esoteric. It happens all the time to me and Amber.
Do
I'm
you
like, well,
seriously,
what about, like, what?
Daisy? Do you really
No.
not remember the little breath mints that were in little like gelatin balls that like
No.
you'd put on your tongue and they dissolve? Yeah,
No,
That-
I just know the
you're
strips.
the only one I know that ever had those.
Huh.
You know,
Funny.
I'll have to
I
look
was
this up.
You're also the only
uh,
person that had an original Xbox that I knew, but you know, that explains everything.
I was a,
Well, you would have been like,
yeah, but
eight.
I would have bought Jet Set Radio Future as well.
Oh, the
well,
ice
Petey
breaker
is
liquid
looking at
ice.
something with greatness. I'm going to talk about
All right.
this fine micro brew that I've got. It's a fish what has two hearts, and I enjoy it because it tastes like a Sierra Nevada, but it's 7%
like
alcohol by volume.
Nice.
Is that related to the cat that what has two heads?
Well, you can pump one heart and pump the other heart. Yes. No, I the world, like, if we could only get another Aquabats album from that Aquabats from that time, the world would be a better place.
Yeah. All right. So in the meantime, while I butts around in more things here left and right,
We going D&D maybe?
we're gonna do some D&D.
Okay.
And
No, we're just gonna talk about more bullshit.
Yes.
Yeah, Scott, we made it
We'll
to
talk about
ska
D&D
music,
bullshit.
so like we need to do something.
We're gonna get into D&D. We're many moons ago when we last got together, we had come off of rescuing a couple of new companions to the party, Tumbao and Toro. The party kind of had conversations, had a couple moments around the campfire, a little bit of like learning more about each other.
God.
Learning more about each other.
Love it.
And you know, had a nice rest.
Good seats over there.
Yes.
I have no leg room here.
As the gang get into have fun with Skype's settings. And they rested and set out to continue their journey north to Gordon with two new friends and new circumstances, new issues. So as we continue, as the gang continues to set out, you guys have kind of like packed up your camp for the morning. Unless there was anything particular you guys get coordinated or talk to each other about, you guys pack up and set out on the road as a party. You kind of like set yourselves up wherever the for being Christian to kind of give you a visual of your setup for this journey. You guys are set up on a caravan of two vehicles. One of them is a carriage, or pretty, a nicely maintained but not fancy carriage with pretty nice space, plenty of space for a few people. Headed by the orc woman Grung, that leads the pair of vehicles, and then behind that vehicle is a cart driven by Brock, with horses for both of those vehicles, and kind of like everybody kind of like divides among the two carts according to like their preferences. Some people sit inside the carriage. Some people kind of sit on top of the carriage. Some people, like I think one or two other people, sit with Brock over on the cart. Things like that. And most of the things are packed up in the cart. Everything's kind of a little tight. You have Grung, Brock. You also have I always forget their names. All the characters I invented.
I have so many notes.
And
Dag,
it's also
the
been
priest,
Stag and
Luca.
Stag and Luca. Stag is the older priest. Luca. My notes. My session notes. Okay. Yeah. You guys start plugging along.
Footloose and fancy free.
As you are kind of like taking in the forest, you're kind of like going on this road further up on the Silt Basin Pass. Kind of getting more marshlands, some like patches of like tree lined areas, and some patches here. What do you guys? Do you guys do anything? Do you guys discuss anything with each other?
Toby. I'm going to be next to whoever randomly. Who wants to be next to me?
Sure.
It's okay. Okay, in character. So I was in this town, and there was this puppet show, and it was about this frog that played a plectrum banjo.
Right.
And he was in love with a pig.
Whoa.
And like it was the biggest show in town.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I remember. Gronda's like, I remember that show. I loved it. I've seen quite a few. I've seen a bunch of the showings, man. Hilarious stuff. Hilarious stuff.
Krugbolt the frog.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. They have it. They've had it a few the showings there.
I almost tried my hand at some ventriloquist dummy work, but I've almost bought the perfect thing, and I left it, and it's haunted me ever since. Maybe one day I will get that dummy.
Maybe one day.
Happens to the best of us.
Whoa. I will. And Grung kind of turns to wherever Timbao and Toro are, like, how are you two holding up? Are you guys doing all right?
I've been all right. He's all choked up.
Mm-hmm. At
He
this
was eating a
point,
Slim Jim.
I'm just I'm sitting, my arms over Toro. Just it's been a very, very long day, and we have a lot on our minds just to process. Frankly, all of you seem incredible, like just from what you guys did before. I'm so sorry that my head isn't in the game. Like you can see that they're genuinely like exhausted from like right now they're just keeping themselves standing up, but they're like at the end of their rope right now.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm glad we found you when we did.
Do you know where we're heading again? I feel like I've just been lost since we got here.
Matt does not remember anything.
Yes. Well, we're going this way. We're heading there.
Honestly, I forgot we had gotten back to the wagon.
Yeah.
I thought we were still in combat.
Yeah.
We're headed to Warden.
We're heading up to Warden. And just these guys have.
But it is the same day, right?
It's the next morning after the combat.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I figured, is that it's close in time. Okay, I'm good.
All right, so just for context, gang, we've been on the road for 7 days.
Yes.
And our combat, the encounters took all of like maybe 3 minutes of like actual real life time.
Exactly.
Of course.
Like even up to and including the lemon tree fiasco and all of that. Like all of it is probably
that's not 7 days.
No.
Okay.
What? No, this is 7 days on the
I'm
road
saying
in this
of combat
caravan.
time. Combat time compresses.
Yes.
Episode time and combat time. Like, yeah.
Yes.
There's some because we've been going to Guarden for a long time.
It almost feels like several months.
Feels like years.
It feels
Like the
years.
Gordon. Yeah, I've been making the Gordon's fisherman joke in my head a million times,
Oh my god.
but it's a land-based. Yeah,
Well, it's gonna be a few more days. We're heading at a good clip. Just sit tight and hopefully things calm down for us a little bit and for you guys as well.
I'm gonna pull my flute out and I'm gonna play a song from my hometown, and I'm just gonna play the Shire theme. But it's so there we go, fluting.
But is this slightly different so it's like not trademarked? There's
Yeah,
no-
it's
no
a
copyright
legally
infringement?
distinguishable Shire theme.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
I would find an opportunity to ask.
Just every so often, it's the wrong note.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right.
you
Yeah.
flat the third,
It's just it's like it's Lydian.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do do
That's
do
right.
do 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 do.
There's a joke for like the
Yeah, I
three.
mean, yeah.
Wouldn't there be egg on my face if it turned out that the original
It was actually
already isn't
Mixolydian.
Yeah.
So because summer is like slightly socially awkward, I'm gonna say like she notices Tumbao and Toro are like seem kind of bummed. Maybe I don't know if I like speak for you guys, but you seem a little bummed and maybe like kind of loners right now. So I like awkwardly find a way to ask you guys like, so like, do you play any instruments?
I actually do. Oh, of course. We try. Let me see. Hang on. I start ruffling through my bag, and I thought I had something, but the last time what instruments do you guys happen to have on you right now?
Oh, what don't we have?
We don't have a lute anymore because I sold it for a flute
Oh, yeah.
because I didn't want to
Mm.
deal with a stringed instrument for a while.
Hold on, let me check.
Well,
my
While you
inventory. I
dig,
forget what
I'm
I
going to play
have.
Ashokan Farewell on my flute.
Pass me something. Maybe I'll figure it out.
I
Can
I have a drum and
Oh,
and
You
an
know what? Wait, hang
accordion,
on,
I
hang on.
think.
Can like now that I see that these people are trying to like engage with me, can I'm trying to like loosen up a bit and like turn it into like something fun. Let me can I see like I want to ask them. Let me see one of your instruments, each of them, because I've never played actually anything myself, but I want to see if I can figure it out.
I'm going to reach into my handy haversack and I'm going to pull out the singing stein and I'm going to
Nice.
toss the singing stein to you.
What the hell is that?
Yeah.
Please let me
So-
see it.
He gives you tosses just a stein, but that seems to have like a face that's just sitting inert. But it's sitting just a face on the side of it, but as the design.
Ooh,
And
hello.
do you pour anything into it?
I've got a little bit of wine. Anybody got some ale? Here, have some wine. I pull out a skin. I'm going to imagine for the rule of cool that we've got some wine, and I'm going
Yeah.
to put it in there.
Yeah, and then
Glug 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 glug, and now it's going to sing the ballad of,
it starts, and then as soon as
Curtis
he pours the wine into the
trying to
stein,
remember
the
what that
face
song was.
starts to begin animating, and it sings like a ballad, a beautiful a ballad to you that you can a classic ballad that you know all the words to,
That I know all the words to.
that that
Oh, is it like a
the
group?
people around know the words to.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh,
That's
man.
regional. That's
Makes
the
me
regional
nostalgic.
hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say like it's the regionals.
Yeah.
We're going to regionals.
Yes.
So Yeah, I
The
start.
hell are
No, I
regionals?
slowly start to like at a low voice, just hum along.
Yeah.
Mm. So cute.
As we
You
play
just take this everywhere.
yeah, it fits in my bag.
Oh, I pass it back to them, nice, like gently.
No, drink it first. Make it shut up.
And I just raise a glass up a bit. I pass it over to Toro.
It's the ballad of the Edmonds Fitzgerald coming out of this thing, or I now have Gordon Lightfoot in my head for the rest of the month.
Yeah.
Well, if it helps, you can also sing "Walk This Way" to that tune.
Yeah.
Backstroking lover, always hide beneath the cover till you talk to her daddy, she says.
You can also do SpongeBob SquarePants, and we will rock you.
Okay, that you can do the Pokemon theme and Rick Ross's "Hustlin'," and it matches up 1-to-1.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Pretty
fantastic.
amazing.
There's "Slob on My Knob" in a Christmas song, and I can't remember what it was.
All I know is that I
Like
don't
Christmas
want
song.
anybody doing anything to my knob that resembles what you do to a corn on the cob. I'm just
Yeah, especially if you're thinking of like before toilet paper was invented.
yeah, exactly.
Carol of the Bells.
Was not expecting that.
Slob on my knob, corn on the.
There's also Prof's squad goals and the beans, like green beans, potatoes, tomatoes.
Chicken.
Yeah, as you set up, like
This is
listen to this
peak D&D.
Are there?
This
so
is
wait,
why
wait.
we do it.
yes.
So there's this one. Is there anything else you guys want? Like, is there any? Because that's incredible. Do you guys have anything else? Like, you can
I
already see
have-
like a little bit of light coming back.
I have a pan flute that I know how to
Can I see
play.
it? Like, I just hold, like, I
Yeah,
reach out
there
my
you
hands delicately, take a look through it, like as if they're binoculars.
Have some
You-
castanets.
Do you try to play it?
The tin whistle's a fun thing for people who don't know how to play.
And then, no, I go ahead, I take a look at the castanets in my other hand, I pass the pan flute over to Toro.
Yeah.
Give it a
Toro
hoot.
gives it one look over and kind of just continues to flop there. He's watching you guys. He's listening, but he killed some people yesterday by accident, and so he's really struggling. You can kind of see it on his face. He's not really present in the conversation, but he is listening somehow.
Well, that sounds like a job for a bard, but I don't know.
Like,
Well, we will wait for
I kind of
inspiration.
like wave you over a bit. Like, I kind of wave you over a bit because I can see that like you're trying to help improve some kind of mood, but I'm just gonna stay close, like arm on the shoulder to Toro. But just like if you wanted to play, like I'm kind of gesturing to like please help if you'd like to try.
Okay.
Sing him the song about the milk and cookies that I like.
I can get some ale and I can get a dirty drinking song.
Shoot.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
I was like, what's that? What?
Yeah, where did that come from?
I've heard this
was-
song. Where have I heard this song? Like, oh.
It's been a while.
I'm just playing music in the from the foundry. Yeah. Is there anything else you guys discuss or do or?
We're just chugging down this lonely road, right?
Yeah.
It's like, what's
Yeah.
the traffic like?
Yeah. It's
Maybe.
mostly.
Do we have people?
You,
Do we see people coming, going?
not right now. I think but when you came up on the we came up on like through the more hilly areas, occasionally would like bread and butter, pass by some people, but not yet. They haven't run anybody yet, but it's not unusual to have a day where where you don't run into anybody. So has been out of sort. Grung says because sometimes schedules and ideal days to set off are particular days. So sometimes you don't run into anybody.
What's the time and temperature? What's the weather like? What are we working with?
It's swampy, it's swamp acid,
Okay.
but not too bad. Like it's summer.
Swamp-esque.
So you're
I play some
in a
swamp blues on my accordion.
yes.
That's right.
Wait, so
Swampy
are we
blues.
covered in mud? Like, are we
Swamp
dirty
grass.
because we're in a swampy area?
You're.
I mean,
No, we're
you probably
ready.
cleaned up, but you guys are all. You're in the car. You're in the carriage, so you're kind of riding along up
We're
above.
travel gross.
Yeah, you're
not
travel
regular
gross,
gross.
but now you're
so
not
we
much.
need a shower. We definitely
Eventually,
need a shower.
yeah, you
We've
guys need a
always
bath.
needed a shower.
Yeah, when,
Yeah,
when you
that's
get
the
into
main
town, you'll
thing.
need to clean up.
Yeah, polite society does not like our smell, but we are not in polite society right now. But
That's what
we have
that
picked the
is.
blood and guts out from under our fingertails
Yes.
by now.
All
I
right.
thought something died under the thing. Like I thought the carriage just ran over something. That's us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got a goat with us as well. So I
Right.
mean,
You get
Yeah,
used
no,
to
that
it.
makes more sense.
like
Goat will suplex you. You want?
a
And
giant goat as
Chavo-
well.
Chavo lifts a tail and he lets out a little fart. It's just
Yeah.
he's like
Yeah, this ungulate that we have hanging out with us.
it's like
Just think of how many farts you could come up with multiple stomachs.
Yeah.
I don't actually know if goats have multiple stomachs, but
me neither. All I know is that they have square eye, rectangle eyes,
that's right.
rectangle eye, pupils. It's like it's dope.
And they don't actually scream like that. That's a
That was
work.
work, brother.
I'm weirded out that Petey's doing all these roles.
It's
No,
just-
that's called
So
judgment
it's,
mastering.
It's weird that it's making Chavo roll for stuff. But, let me see. No, because a new module now when I put a NPC out onto a map or like a token out to a map, a character, it automatically rolls for HP.
Oh.
Oh, I was just expecting that every time we were passing like a random encounter check or something.
Yeah.
It's funny
It's
that
like, man, we're
it-
really good. We've dodged like 5, 10 D12s or whatever
Yeah.
were being rolled.
Yeah. I'm just populating a map for no reason.
Yeah, there's certainly, let's,
Sure.
just don't look at the man behind the curtain.
To be fair, I don't even know where the current is to look in the right direction at the moment because
Yeah.
God knows I can't navigate Foundry.
Oh, it's fine. We've been doing this for years, and I still don't know what
Yeah.
menus do what anymore.
Yeah, I barely. Even I don't really
It
know
works.
all of
I
it.
don't know if you guys have noticed that I am not yet on Foundry because I just realized that my browser's been loading.
Oh my gosh.
So
your
I've
computer
been
has
thinking
been up
like,
to
oh,
stuff.
we're here and nobody's rolled, and then you guys mentioned a roll, and I was like, oh, I guess somebody rolled. I didn't see that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
you
was
didn't
like,
see
"Oh."
it for sure. It's
Yeah,
just that it's
yeah.
it's
So if
been
you're wondering
everybody's
why
been
I'm quiet,
hearing.
it's because I'm just listening to the conversation. I didn't see the roll.
Oh yeah, no, we're just invested.
We're doing the real D&D, the role playing part of RPG,
Oh, absolutely.
where we're having a little like carriage cart jamboree.
Oh yeah, a little
Plus-
fun
plus
improv
goat.
session.
Yeah, that's right. Let me tell you, what's the deal with cart food? Am I right?
I don't know. We haven't had any.
I mean, you can get some dress jerky. You've got all the dress jerky you want.
Performance?
It's been aged, it's been jerked, dry stored, and then put into a magical dress. So like,
Ooh.
Yes.
Lucius reaches into his dress and pulls out some jerky and offers it to you.
Ooh. Goes ahead.
I mean, we
Takes
have
just a
yet to
punch.
figure out how much we have or how much is left,
Don't-
but it's just
don't
like,
Question it.
yeah, it's magical dress.
Yeah,
Just floats.
it's a dress of many pockets.
Oh Jesus!
Wow. That's
Yeah.
I
awesome.
made it.
This is great.
I'm here.
This
Welcome.
room- I am so scared because I remember like the first time playing D&D where I fought a dragon, like when I was in high school, and it was like breath weapon damage, and it was like 12d12 or something, and it was just like instant death, like no matter what. And then I see PD rolling these things.
It's triggering there. And
Yeah, second edition, like you just like you trip on a root and you get an infection and die. So
Okay, so V and Chris, I've marked up a little screenshot of the map for you guys to show we're heading north from Port Damali to Guarden. And so, if you have the map up on Foundry, hopefully it loaded. You should be able to right-click to scroll around. Right-click and drag. And then so over on the left-hand side, you'll see the Menagerie Coast, like in big black letters. And then over by the E in Menagerie is like where that screenshot's taken from. So I think, PD, are we still in the Silt Basin Pass
yeah,
area?
you kind of like are around
Like-
the. Oh wait, no, I'm not. Oh wait. Let me go back to the view over here. And you guys are. Right around there, or like right around here.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Basically
Cool.
right there.
Cool.
That's basically where you are at. All right.
There you
So
go.
if there's nothing else pertinent, then you guys will be chugging along.
I think that Christian might be trying to say something, but I can't hear him in the call.
Sorry, I forgot about pressing the button. I was trying to figure out how to pan, and then couldn't figure it out.
right click.
Right click,
Right click.
hold, right click.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
true.
Foundry says game paused for me. Is this
yeah,
correct?
it is.
Yeah.
We are.
Okay, so I'm here.
You're good.
And
Yeah,
I
you're
saw
good.
the map, and
Yeah.
I'm with you the whole way.
Yeah. So you
Nice.
guys are pretty much.
Or yeah, heading through the Silt Basin Pass,
Yeah.
or we
So
have
you're
that
all-
towards Guarden.
Yeah, you guys
You
are
got
heading
it.
toward
Bird.
Gordon.
Nice.
Yep. As you kind of like are plugging along on the road.
Off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard.
You guys, come around this corner.
Mhm.
As you kind of like are the road, depending on viable like grounds, it does kind of like tend to like very curve, because it's not all of the marshlands are like solid. A lot of them like sink in, so they have to like sometimes they'll loop back south or little curve like east and then go back north. Just to kind of like find more solid ground. So you guys are kind of plugging on the road, and as you're going on this road, you let me see. Let me have perception checks.
Oh boy.
Excellent.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Only a 17?
Oh man.
Roll
Your
streak.
passive is better than that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so your passive.
Perception.
Oh.
Hang on a second. Because I am very perceptive.
My passive is 22.
Yeah. You notice for sure. It's just a matter of like who notices what and how quickly and.
I rolled a 9.
I'm still thinking about that mug because I got a 9. Oh my
Still
god! Like
thinking
my
about
brain,
that
like my eyes just
mug.
widen all of a sudden. Like I'm thinking about something else. My eyes widen. He's got a mug on his mug.
While you have that revelation, Summer and
Lucius.
Summer, Lucius, and I would say Toro as well. Notice you guys hear a lot of like loud rustling from like off into like there's some like this like patch of like thick tree coverage. There's some like hasty rustling and like thumping and like multiple limbs coming towards you, like coming towards in the direction. It starts to get louder, and
I'm just dicking with my flute, you know,
Just
oblivious.
it's like
Russian.
Is somebody going to tell me about this thing that they have heard? Possibly, he said
Maybe.
in his head.
I was
As
kind of waiting for. I mean,
Grung's about to talk. What's Grung
yeah,
got to say?
as soon as
Oh
Lucius
man,
knows what it is.
do you know the question mark die really makes it scary because I don't get to see what you're rolling.
great.
oh, and it sees it. Oh, it shows all those dice coming. Oh yeah, it's
Yeah, they're just
wild.
it's all question marks. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
so
weird.
It's
yeah.
wild.
Where? Wait, where are you guys looking?
On
On
Foundry,
the board.
on the
Yeah.
map,
Yeah, on
you'll see the dice.
Foundry.
Might take a long time to load for you guys, or it might
It
just
might,
be.
yeah.
Yeah. It still says for us game pause.
Oh, no,
Oh,
yeah,
it's paused, but PD is doing thing. There's a man behind the curtain doing some stuff.
There, something just popped up, but it was interesting.
There you go.
Okay, you might have been off the screen, but there have been like 2-second like blips of like dozens of dice just flying across the screen, which is ominous in many ways.
Oh, absolutely. That's
And we
why
all
I'm
know
not
that
even seeing
omens
the
can
omens.
never be good.
Is it because our ping is terrible? Because I think we're at like we're crazy high.
You guys have been going back and forth. It's
Yeah.
okay. As
Yeah,
long as
it's
your
fine.
audio is good, everything's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. I'm just trying to figure out like right where we should be.
All right, and then like Brock, his ears perk up as well, and it's like, and like
I'll-
he, and then he notices like he's whoever's like behind with Brock will like notice that he's like watching out. Like, and he does like a whistle to Grung, like a little whistle. I can't whistle.
Just
And
go,
like
"Wee, wee."
Whistle, whistle, whistle.
and Grung kind of like whoas her horses, and Brock does the same, and then y'all like Grung's like, what's up? He's like, and then Brock is like, shh, and puts his finger to his mouth, and it's like he's listening. And
Is
then
Toby
you,
still playing the flute?
No.
Okay.
The
Oh, so now yeah,
woeing the horses moved
yeah,
my
because
mouth
everybody's
off
all,
the
like,
hole.
Yeah, now we're on alert.
yeah, now everybody's like, and then everybody hears the like odd, kind of odd. It's not. It doesn't sound like a four-legged creature's like even pacing. But it like there's something big is like moving with an odd rhythm and running and like and and like Russell.
We got a Terminator, folks.
Oh, cool.
No,
least we
if
gotta-
this is big and it's moving in a weird way,
And it gets louder and
Guys, it
louder.
might just be a bear.
I'm gonna get my weapons ready
Yeah.
and prepare.
Petey,
Uh,
did you say we hear like trees?
Something like
something in the
rustle,
trees or
something
branches?
moving through trees and through the branches, like and
Cattle rustlers.
yeah, something.
okay,
and
that's
these
not a-
and the trees that you can see are not necessarily like low hanging. They're pretty tall. So for it to like affect trees, it's a large creature. Affect the tree branches is a large creature.
Yeah.
Yeah, so not a bear.
So yeah, Toby is going to say out loud, I don't know what this is, but we need to be prepared for whatever it comes around this corner.
I'm just
And,
like leaning back, like I'm not too worried about it until I hear it's just not a bear.
Yeah,
You would
definitely
not
a
hear
bear.
a bear over the goat farts. You would not hear a bear.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Has anyone ever seen some type of tree bear?
It's a
Drop bears?
I mean,
Oh no.
you climb trees when you're a
Yeah.
bear.
half man, half
Owlbear?
bear, half pig.
And then like
Bear, sort of
Brock's
bear
in
and
the
pig.
yeah, and in the middle of this, Brock signals to Luca and to Steg to kind of like get back and like stow themselves away out of harm's way.
Yeah, we don't want our horses to die because I ain't wanting to walk
And
with
then
my little tiny hobbit feet.
and then you guys, Brock gets out from the cart and starts kind of walking a little ahead.
I'm gonna go with Brock.
And like he signals for everyone to come with.
Hmm. So we're all disembarking.
If you'd like, yeah.
I am
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
because
Right
I've got some spells that
I've got an arrow knocked, but I'm walking along with it, buddy.
I mean we don't know what this could be.
I look over my shoulder. Is Toro still staying in the carriage?
Yeah.
Yeah, can Toro pull out his dagger? Like,
I don't know.
just
Can he?
Hey,
may
So-
he unsheath it? Do I have to
you
roll?
are in control.
no,
You are in control.
Yeah. Here
Okay,
you
so
are.
Toro is unsheathing his dagger and kind of just like hiding it behind his back, just like very,
Yeah.
very on edge all of a sudden because he's tired and he's not in a good mood and he is ready.
Yeah.
So if
So-
Toro is the only one still left in the carriage, can I like lean in? Because I'm gonna go with you guys.
Where's
But
Mortal?
If she's gonna stay on, or if he's gonna stay on his own, then I
I
wanted to
can
at least
say
like, say
right
something.
here
Yeah, that's what I
and
want to
protect
like,
the
say something.
carriage because I
Right
don't want to
before.
move. And if you come near this thing,
Yeah,
I
figured
better
that's
not
what you're
have
gonna
to
do.
move.
I'd rather take it out before it comes this way, so then you're not actually going towards it.
Okay, so let me
you're-
let
as long
me
as you're
get you
staying
guys a map so you guys can decide marching orders.
And
Nice.
just because it's D&D doesn't mean it's a thing we're gonna have to kill. But it's
Of course,
also
of course,
D&D. But it's D&D. So
we are all prepared.
We
Okay.
haven't seen people for whole days. What could it be?
believe it or not, it's not us.
So something to know about this
Yeah.
crew. From my personal memory, we've been playing D&D for 2 years, and there's been one encounter where we did not kill people.
Wow.
And
We're
I was
good
like,
people. We're
I kinda think
not
we
the
can
bad
just talk
guys.
our ways through this.
I didn't say I was pointing the bow. I said I knocked the arrow. Like that's not.
I mean,
Man.
Hey, like a
can
wise
bark,
man, like
but-
a wise man once said, "Don't pull your thing out unless you plan to bang it."
Wise
I'll
man.
do
Bomb
that,
Silverback
thank you.
Dad
Yes.
is.
out.
Yes. All right. So, what's the marching order for everyone?
I'm up with Grung.
So we're over here. Grung is this orc.
Yeah.
Grung is hanging
Yeah, we
back
can't
with
move
the
with
cart.
that pause. I don't
Oh,
think.
sorry.
Where
Yeah.
is the cart on this
The
map?
cart. I don't have it, but like the
Implied.
Ping it.
But the
Ping it with
carriage
power.
is here, and the cart.
Okay.
So the two vehicles, the carriage is here, and the cart is here, and like the horses are kind of like. I would say at this point, Steg and Luca have like tied the horses to a tree over here. And they're kind of hanging
I'm
back.
fine with where I'm at. Who's the anime girl?
Hang on, this is
Is that mortal?
No, that's an actual OC
Yeah,
of this character that I had a friend of mine made. I have an artist friend who.
That's
who
cool.
I was like, I
Oh,
wanted
cool.
to make this character. I was like, would you be willing to draw it out because I have these like details I want to make with them, and I wanted to, I wanted to impress you guys. So I was like, oh no,
Oh,
these
my
guys have been
mind's
playing
eye
D&D
has
forever.
been.
I want to make sure I got like a portrait so I can show off because I love my character.
There you go.
That
Oh,
works.
absolutely.
Yeah.
The summer
I'm
vacation.
gonna move back towards the
Mhm.
carts a little bit.
Have you zoom in again in the so I can get a little closer?
Just
the
Scroll.
view
roll
per view?
wheel.
There's a
Should
scroll.
Control.
just be scroll.
Oh yeah, control and then scroll. There we go.
Hey,
In-
P, question for you.
There we go.
A couple of us are injured.
Did we
just,
rest?
We didn't.
let me-
we
let
didn't do
me-
a rest.
You probably could
Mhm.
do a rest or I can actually even just import your
Long,
you go-
strong, down to get some D&D on.
I mean, I can hit the long rest button right now, and it should reset everything.
There's a long rest button.
On D&D Beyond, there's up at the top. It's like
Oh, and
there's the share
also-
button.
and
Oh, it's in
also
Foundry.
There's one
in Foundry as well.
Yeah.
I see it now. Yeah, I got it open on D&D Beyond.
Yeah. It's to the right of hit points. There's hit dice, and then there's two teeny tiny buttons that says S rest and L rest.
I'm not 100% okay with this because I think I may have been spoiled. But anybody else got any? I think I have an idea what may be in the bushes. Just may have figured it out.
Yeah. We'll figure it out together, friends.
Oh
We're
yeah,
in this
no.
together.
I just
No,
had a
it's
horrible
fine.
Final Destination premonition. Don't worry,
That's
Yeah.
right.
Oh god.
I'm
Right.
treating it that way. I'm not gonna treat it like it's for real because it might not be. But just I had a vision.
Let's see.
Oh shoot! Did Skype close on me?
No?
Okay, good, because it was just like
See you.
the window I had went out. All right, cool, we're good.
Okay. All right. So, how's everybody's positioning?
I'm
I'm
happy
good
to,
there,
I'm,
right?
I'm happy
Soleros,
to shift wherever
you're-
you don't want to move me.
I'm good.
Toro isn't
And
moving,
Chavo,
so
are
that's
you-
where the carriage
Yeah,
is.
I'll take up this.
Yeah,
wait,
you're
hang
in
on,
front of the carriage.
I'll back up this side over here then.
And
Actually, I'm gonna go here. I'll go.
Mhm.
I'll.
I'm with
Oh, wait,
Turtle
why-
Man.
like give yourself a long rest in Foundry. Just,
Me?
double- well, everybody, but I think yours is fine.
Let me
Do
double
a
check.
what?
Just everyone, just in case
A
if
long
you see
rest.
that you're.
So wait, I actually missed that explanation. I think.
So
You don't
rest
need to
is
do it
there?
right now because I did it for you. But
Oh,
if you
good,
double,
good. I saw it. LR, right? Arcane
Mhm.
recovery.
like L rest.
Okay.
Or,
Mhm. All right. Cool.
where
cool.
it should be
Wait, where would you go to find that? Conditions.
It should be under hit and if you double click your token,
Mm-hmm.
you don't need it now, but if you double click your token under hit
Yeah.
dice, S rest and L rest. Those numbers, and then
Under
L
hit
rest.
dice.
It's rest.
I'm
Go
pulling
to the
another
top.
screenshot for everybody in
Yeah.
case it's helpful.
So where you
It's-
see the hit points, hit dice, armor class, and then click the hit
Spells,
dice.
it's very important.
There you go. I dropped the screenshot
Oh.
in the chat here.
Look at those visual aids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but anyways, your all should be good. So Solero and Childborn, good spot. Mortal is in a good spot, I would say. So
Okay, I found
Sue-
it by the way. Let me
Perfect.
just,
Perfecto.
Mhm.
I just forget.
there we go.
Okay, who's the blonde lady, Wojak? I don't know who some of these characters are, and the orc guy of obvious orcness.
That's just Grung. I just
Okay,
gotta put a
because
regular
I'm
orc.
with Grung.
Yeah,
me and Grung.
Brock is. Well, there's Brock, which is the one that's like the token, and the generic orc is Grung,
Thank you.
Okay,
the one with Toro.
cool.
With Brock. The
And then we're
future.
pseudo dragon. We need to have pseudo dragon positioning.
Sue's right there.
Is a pseudo over with mortal or?
Yeah, who's over here?
Okay.
Is actually on top of him.
Okay, cool. I don't. I have area of effect spells.
Okay.
I don't want to. And we all know that Sue is the one that actually does the coup de grace on every bad guy we've ever run into.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how many times that poison stinger has killed the guy.
That and Toby.
What's the front versus which way are we traveling?
You
Sorry
guys
if I
are
said
going.
that.
You guys are going this way.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, I'm where I want to be.
well, that's fine. If I was putting out my Final Fantasy Tactics layout, like this seems like an okay.
All right, so
That goat,
I'm gonna say so.
great.
You it's hard to see out of the clearing, but you can at some point you start hearing it gets super loud, and then as you guys look over in the direction where the sound is coming from, which is up here, like in this direction. Okay, so here, I don't know if you can see it, but
The top right.
yeah, top right. You see off in the distance through the trees some kind of like giant figure, very large, a large figure of like fur and anger that goes.
In D&D size, would this be giant?
It is
Enormous?
Humongous.
Large,
huge,
Gargantuan?
huge. Wow,
huge.
it's a big boy.
Wow.
It is
Is
huge.
it Gimongous?
Okay.
Is it Among Us? Is it sus?
Among a
It's
chungus,
Amogus.
a chungus among us. There's like fur and anger, and I mean you kind of like see some like small figures, two small figures on the side of like furish, and like sometimes it's like hunched down, and sometimes it's like almost like it's reaching through a tree and reaching up like a hand, like a simian like hand around the tree to like go around it. It's like an anger, and it just looks like a very very huge ape-like creature coming through the distance.
Does anybody know what this is?
I would take a
Can we check?
several steps back.
If somebody wants to do a nature check or a history check,
Wink, wink, wink.
How do I-
It's my smelly hippie friends
I'll try
and
nature
or my
check.
man of the woods
Yeah.
or
Your-
people
your
who
man
have
of-
read books. Yes.
Your man of the woods is not very.
Somebody just ran away.
I also
That's
thought that was
alright.
very funny.
What the hell? How did that?
Well-
how- why
It's
did-
like, oh.
Just yeet right across the screen. Nope, I'm out.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Just gone. Oh,
Somehow
he's
Cap
gone.
Sayonara.
Our hippie
Fuck
friend
this
is
shit, I'm out.
communed a little too closely with nature. It seems like.
Okay, I'm gonna roll. I rolled a 17.
Yes, the
That's
nature
a
check.
20.
Yeah,
I'm
Lucius
just
is a little
gonna,
lost.
Like shimmy on into this bush. Just a moment. Just go on and
Yeah.
do a little shimmying right over here.
Hey, that's fine. That's tactics.
Yes.
You play
Is it
you.
cactus?
I love it.
All right.
Oh,
So,
Oh, these are tactics.
Not a cactus.
cactus tactics.
Sorry.
So,
What we got going on?
So Toby and Solero both kind of like infer, and
Awesome. I am invisible. 24.
What do we infer, Petey? What am I inferring?
So.
It's Shrek, and he's pissed that we're in a
Oh
swamp.
shit!
Oh,
No,
Jesus.
great.
What
Should've
you
been
doing? Give
expecting
me my
this from the get-go.
swamp.
There's gonna be a
It's gonna
donkey.
Oh no! Don't worry about this. Then we're fine. I'm green.
Yes. You kind of like figure out that all three of you figure out. Oh no, you're doing a stealth check. For some
Oh,
reason,
yeah, I rolled a
Tumbao
24.
is just
Invisible.
invisible.
Hey.
You don't know where he went. You kind of
That's fine.
ducked around the corner and just Tumbao is gone. He's a sneaky little
Can I
wizard.
just? I'm just gonna do. Wait. Let me just. Let me be cool. Quick message. Like to in front of me. Don't worry, I'm still here. Just hiding.
Yes.
Understood.
Understood. But yeah, Toby and Solero are able to figure out. It looks, from what you can tell, it looks like a giant ape.
From what I can tell, guys, it looks like a giant ape.
But it
Toby
seems a
says
little
out
bit
loud.
odd as far as behavior. It seems a little angrier.
But it seems a
than
little
usual.
odd as for behavior, Toby says out loud to
Angrier than
everyone.
normal.
Just another quick update. Yeah, this feels real familiar.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody have any idea?
And then it's.
I'm good
it's
at
fine,
punching
it's fine.
stuff.
Have you
I
met,
just feel
have you seen what a
familiar. Let me-
gorilla can do?
Listen, hang on, wait. I
Have
go
you
ahead.
not played Donkey Kong? He can
I'm
like
still convinced that it's
feel
just a really
Pauline.
furry swamp ogre right now.
no. I've explained to you. It is a giant ape. It is.
Summer's
a
like,
simian.
I disagree. We agree.
I don't know, man. I think it's a furry swamp ogre. It's big.
Hey, that
wanna
hey,
know-
as a primate, I assume a halfling is a primate.
Yeah.
But as a primate, I don't think that we should have some like cat lady telling us how primates act. That seems a little.
Hold on. Do we know if this
Cat-splaining.
thing has
That's
noticed
right.
us yet?
Yeah,
That's
as far as I'm concerned, I know it hasn't noticed me.
Yeah.
well, I
it
mean,
doesn't seem to be going in a particular direction. It just seems to be going towards you, but it doesn't seem to be going towards you.
Petey,
Well,
can I move
how-
closer to it
Oh.
while I'm stealth? Like how would I be able to move closer to it while maintaining some like vague level of stealth?
think-
You can like you're pretty stealthy, so and you have some like high like some cover, so you can maneuver and then find a new place to hide.
Right.
So I'm gonna say at this point, so we can kind of like have an order of operations.
Mm-hmm.
Let's all roll for initiative.
yeah. I
Doesn't have to be a murdering initiative.
no, I just wanted to like if we're at the point where something's coming to get that we could hide from. There are things that we have that can't hide,
Yeah.
like horses in a carriage.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it may not be looking for. It might just be horses.
Have you
If
met
we-
a
if we're
giant
alive.
ape? I'm related to a couple. Like, you know?
I want to talk about the fact that one of us said, "Hey, this seems familiar."
Listen, yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
where's-
okay. So, listen, that's
We've
a long
not- we've
story.
not given
Long
enough
story short,
time
I
to
was a
that
bear.
guy.
We'll get back to it. Gotta get out of here.
Where's the initiative roll on Foundry? Because I want to stop using D&D Beyond.
You should be like click on yourself.
Same
Uh-huh.
here. It would be nice to
And,
switch away from
there's an
D&D Beyond.
overhead, or you can double click on your character sheet. There's an initiative roll there.
Yeah, in the picture that Daisy posted
Initiative.
Go
Off the D&D sheet. Where's
on the
initiative?
circled bit with the hit dice, go 1, 2, 3 to the
Okay.
right.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Ah, I see it. Okay.
It's always like it's really obviously there, but it's always super hard for me to find. I
It's
don't know
something
Yeah,
why.
about
same.
this font. I feel like it has to be
Yeah,
the
it's the far
color or
right.
this font. Something about this feels weird to look at.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you
Could be.
can get. Wait. Oh, never mind.
They don't look
Sorry,
like
I
you
saw
can
the
click
map.
them. That's the thing. A lot of it doesn't look like you can click it, and it leads to like
Yeah.
a link that goes into it more.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can click like everything. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
And
weird.
weirdly,
It
the
is.
It's very
you know,
aesthetic. The website's aesthetic.
Yeah, but it has
Yeah.
a lot of lacking functionality.
and like now that you mention that, all of the proficiencies and languages look like they can be clicked. They all look like buttons,
Yeah.
but they cannot. Well, you can click it all you want, and it won't do anything though.
Yeah.
But there's individual buttons underneath it for all of the things,
Yeah.
which I guess you're supposed to use those for using the weapons, maybe.
So who has we've got
Well,
1,
your
2, 3,
weapons
4,
for
5,
attacking
6
is in
people.
your inventory.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I
So
gotta.
weird.
Yeah, roll for the mortals and the Sioux.
Yeah. I got a 23.16 for my initiative.
I like the fractional or the yeah.
Yeah, it's reaction time.
It's for the fraction is to the percent that is your dexterity score. That's for breaking ties.
Yeah, I figured it was yeah, but like it's just
It's
kind of
cool.
funny.
Greg Miller. So
Just, like, Greg Miller, the guy who got cream pied on. Never mind.
Wait,
kind of
what?
funny, Greg. He said kind of funny. He said Greg Miller.
It's wrestling stuff. I
Yes.
wrestling
yes.
cross video game.
Yeah, cream pie by
course.
JBL.
Ah, yeah,
Rumble.
big roll.
All right, so what we get? I keep forgetting other people. I need to roll initiative.
Yeah, Greg Miller. Greg Miller was the person who explained to me that when he had cancer and he had a port, he was like, Greg Miller was the rare guy who had a bad reaction to his chemotherapy, and it made him lose his sight. But when he lost his sight, it looked like fractals,
Wow.
That's
and it was just
wild.
like freaked him out.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
But he got better.
He got better.
Obviously, he got cream pied by somebody like in the
Royal Rumble.
I
wrestling.
was gonna say he was at the Royal Rumble.
What? Okay, so mechanically, because I'm assuming you're saying cream pie in the same way you have clothesline. So because there's
Or
very
no, he
few
just got a
wrestlers
pie in the
that
face.
Yeah, as
Oh,
oppo-
literally a
Yeah,
pie
as
in the
opposed to
face.
the pornography term,
Yes.
which is
Oh, no,
which we
I
are
thought
not
it was a
going to
wrestling
describe
move.
right now.
I thought it was like the power bomb. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
Yeah, yes, the
I'm
cream
sure
pie.
he'll.
Yeah, Doink the clown is going to cream pie this man.
I'm
Don't
sure
get
they as much as they like to get crap past the radar, even WWE, their
Why
PG
does the clown
TV
wanna be
PG
all over
is
the
going to
road?
be unable to get away with having a move called the cream pie.
Oh God, that's the cream pie.
All right, so what is this like? I would say the ape like figures are about 120 feet away, and they're like,
Oh, there's multiples.
yeah, there's one big creature, and then you kind of see maybe a couple of smaller ones.
We just hide.
Yeah, I think we
I'm
should hi-
already. I
well,
am.
Yeah, I think we should hide.
Daisy, you and Tombao, and what's Pseudo Dragon saying to us in our mental
Oh,
mind?
Like, well,
Because
this was, he's like he's sending a thought of like agreement. It's like,
okay, just
Wait, where's-
double checking because
just
the
realized I
initiative
don't know
order
that.
and everything.
uh,
Into the trees.
Come on in. The water's great.
okay, so you guys.
Whoever rolled that.
Oh, even faster than me.
So
Respect.
we'll start with. Yeah.
Wowee.
Before you.
We don't
guys-
have an actual thiefy rogue to set traps.
Yeah.
We should resolve that at some point.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
I mean, what kind of traps are you looking to set up? Just out of
Uh,
curiosity. So maybe I think I know.
We
a
don't
guy.
have time to put spiky posts inside of a pit.
Probably not, but good to
Or
know
for
for
a
the future.
tiger, summon a
For the
tiger to
future.
go into a bottom of a hole for a amount of time.
All right.
and cover
So
it with
we'll
brush.
start with Tumbao. Well, you're
Come on in.
staying hiding, right? You're just staying in
Well,
your stealth.
I'm not actually the fastest anymore. Celero's faster than me. No, that's for initiative. Never mind. That was the dexterity.
Initiative, yeah.
You're
no.
even more invisible than me. You jump right.
I hit the stealth button early.
Yeah.
Before
Yeah,
my-
you did. Well, yeah, come
but
on.
you're stealthing. That's all you're. Oh, I was going to say that. You're
God damn it.
You're hiding, being stealthy, presumably. Are you doing anything else in particular, Tumbao?
At the moment, I'm going to.
You hold,
Let's see.
you're holding
If
an
it's-
action or something, or just
At the moment, let me take a look at my character sheet because I knew what I wanted to do and I missed it. Oh, just trying to open it back up again. Features. Since we spent at least 1 minute like interacting with it, right? Or at least with this creature.
you haven't interacted with
Outside.
it. You've seen it, but you haven't interacted
Mhm.
with it at all.
Mhm. Let's see.
I just want to
Yep.
say how cool this like Power Rangers lineup looks, guys.
Well, it's going
This
to be a
is-
bunch
this
of
is-
cowards hiding in trees here in a minute.
This is the Super Bowl winning play right here.
Yes.
All right. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm still hidden in the bush over here. I'm going to make a quick old jump with my movement speed. Just get like somewhat closer, and I want to see if I can. Can I roll another quick perception check so I can get a look at it? Like a solid,
you
like,
can,
proper
yeah,
look
you
at
can, you can
Can I
use
see
your,
what behavior it's doing?
you can use your, you can use your action to do a perception check. Yeah.
Okay. Let me do that. Perception check.
You
Let me
can do a
roll.
perception check.
Let me roll for that.
Cost you your.
Let me roll.
What does it mean that I have Mage Shield going on?
I don't know. I think
I
think that might have been
Oh, listen.
something that I put on you for something else.
like a effect.
Mhm.
Yeah.
that we
I got
were
the
trying
roll, by
to
the way.
remember. Like an effect we were trying to remember. I was like,
Cool.
Yeah,
I don't want that to fuck something up.
So with the 27, what can I see what like the type of behavior and like what
They're-
movements does this creature seem to be doing at the moment?
They're just running in a direct. They're running towards the road, just in a direction. They're kind of like, going through a tree here and there, but they're just like sometimes running on two legs, sometimes kind of giving that like
Just doing like a big old
fist,
like, group, just like a group like running stampede like through the
Yeah,
through the trees.
in kind of like in very hasty, very aggressive, very like desperate almost. But it's hard to tell really.
Yeah,
But,
but they're running. It looks like they're running from something in a direction
Yeah,
away.
they're
from
running and like there's anger in their eyes and things like that.
something. So what pissed these things off so much? This definitely wasn't us. We just got here.
Yeah, they don't seem to be looking in your direction.
Yeah, that's what I assumed.
They're just
I
looking
didn't
at
think-
you.
'cause we haven't done anything.
Yeah, they're like I said, they're running towards you, but they're not running towards you.
Yes, of course. They're just they're heading towards our area.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think hiding is probably our best bet. Let me see here. At the moment, I'm sticking with moving away and kind of like sheltering up in these trees is probably our best option.
And you're
Maybe
gonna
even
try
climb up.
to. So give me another. So I presume you're gonna be stealthy again in that new area. So
Yep.
Bonus action.
Re-stealth,
Stealth. Yeah. Bonus action hide.
not a problem.
And then you can do a stealth
So-
check. Do your bonus action.
Mm-hmm. Still pretty decent. Even with that low roll, 21.
You're one sneaky wizard. Um.
Yeah, I am. It's all
Don't
the green, guys.
underestimate his sneakiness.
All the green. It's all the green.
Yes. All right.
Just I know where all the best spots are in here. I just get nice and low and pretty much just go full like Arnold Schwarzenegger, like blending in with the tree line.
Yeah, cover
Uh,
yourself in mud. The predator cannot. This is the second time predators come up
Yeah.
in this
Yeah.
stream. So
And it won't be the last.
So Sue is gonna
sentimental pseudo dragon.
yeah, I don't know. It just
It's
also another module
That's
is
just
laser
I don't
on
know what it
sticks.
is, but there's a module now that when I put an NPC out, it rolls its HP and it also gives it an adjective.
I mean, sentimental is a great way for this pseudo dragon to be described.
Yeah.
It just likes us a lot. It's
Aw.
just like, oh, look at these things. It's like my little teddy bears. They're just they're just there.
You remember, like in Nintendogs, when you had a puppy and the puppy would have an emotion based on how well you would take care of it?
Yeah.
You
That's-
remember in Nintendogs, I watch a podcast of two guys who like cover Nintendo. They're called The Last of the Nintendogs,
Yeah.
and they like sign in going woof woof, and like it's great because Nintendogs is a thing that nobody remembers,
Yeah.
and I just love that you called out.
I
Nintendogs.
still play it because I have like a DS collection and I have my 3DS still, and I just like, I
Yeah.
play it still. It's good. It's still good. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think way more highly of you now because of that. Just like, and I already thought you were pretty all right. So
Aw.
your DS collection.
The Nintendogs bring us together, but I have the entire collection of Pokemon from the DS Lite to now.
Nice.
So
Nice.
yeah.
That's
so
great.
Sue goes up to that tree,
Mentality.
flies up in there, sneak, gets into it, tries to hide himself. You guys are pretty aware of where he is, so he's not doing a great job of hiding, but he's trying his best. But he's there.
He's little
He's little. Yeah.
than us.
So, and he's going to hang tight in there. Use action to hide. All right. Summer.
Everybody knows
Um,
it's Wendy.
So, question: are there like bushes we can hide in, or are they trees we need to climb?
Mhm.
These are trees that you can either hide behind. They're pretty thick trees, so and with like maybe like nooks that you can hide in, or if you are comfortable and really good at stealth, or you can climb up into the trees to get it coverage. And I would say you're able to hide behind really well and put yourself in a position to hide behind the tree from anything. But if you also wanted to hide and get a good view and get good like the high ground, you could also climb into the tree and like get yourself in there.
Are these
Do you know-
nothing trees?
Do you know approximately how high I would have to climb up the tree?
The tree branches, its trunk, and then like about, I would say like a foot or two above your head, so like 8 to 10 feet,
Okay.
depending on the tree. Is
Oh, not
where
palm
the
tree.
and then like the branches go up to like 20 something feet.
Okay,
That's
then let's
really
say
high.
I climb this
But-
tree right here
Yeah.
and get up like, I don't know, like 15 feet.
Mm-hmm. And you kind of like get yourself climbed in there.
Yeah.
You have a nice solid branch, and of course you have climbing speed, so you don't. you
Would you
don't-
call this guerrilla warfare? Ba-dum-bum.
And then I presume you're going to use your action to hide.
These apes. Oh no, my apes are gone.
Sorry, I just sent a meme to the Discord. board.
Don't apologize
Ooh,
for
thank you.
memes.
Never
Yeah.
apologize for memes.
It's memes about Brett. No,
Nice.
that's I think that's all I'm
Are
gonna
you
do.
gonna do it? Are you gonna use it? I presume you're gonna use your action to hide, so like stealth.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And then
Yeah.
go ahead and give me a
Yeah.
stealth check.
Is this because I said trees nuts?
Yeah,
'Cause
that and a bunch of other stuff.
Yes,
But that was the final straw, sir.
that was it. You've heed your last haul, partner.
Poor.
I made a meme that said that.
You've done heed your last haul, partner.
All right, I got 18 and stuff.
Yeah. So as far as you know, You're pretty hidden up there. You're in a good
Okay.
spot. You have
So I'm on the ground here, hiding. I'm assuming like within like a tree or behind a tree.
You're
while
hiding
she went
behind,
up
like you're
the-
up. You're like up against like a tree trunk. There's like a
Yeah.
nook in it that you can like have your back to, and you're putting yourself with.
So I
hidden.
did Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, you're more or less like you're kind of like putting yourself in a position to hide from
Okay.
where you know the creatures are.
Mhm.
All right, so that is Silver turn. All right, Solero.
You're muted, bud.
Am I?
You
Hey,
were.
You were.
Oh,
there.
okay.
Drink
Sorry,
a
I
little more
was
Baja
moving around.
Blast.
Boy.
Whoa! Have my Baja Blast.
So, me and Chavo, if we're all trying to hide from this thing, and I notice that everyone is hiding, then I'm gonna look at Chavo and be like, "Hey, Chavo, run to that bush right next to you, right?" And then he's gonna do that. We'll see how successful that is.
Yeah.
How successful was it?
He looks
How
at you like he
successful was the
hides up
guy who
against
makes
a
that
tree.
decision?
He
Was
looks up
Chavo
against the tree
always
and he looks at you
superstitious?
all proud, like he's all nestled against the tree and like doing his best hiding, but his face is showing.
And he's
He's like
bright
a-
ass white.
It's like yes, it's like when you've never. It's like when a toddler, and you for reasons you'll know you'll have had this experience when a toddler plays hide and seek, but is really bad at it. But is just hiding in a very obvious space and like giggling to itself. But it's like
Yeah. Nugget does that when he tries to like hide under the bed and attack you from one direction, but his butt is hanging out from under the bed the other, and you see him all like hunker down, and you're like, no, you're just like, I'm gonna reach up and over the bed and grab you by the butt, and you're gonna go.
Then I'm gonna say, "Hey, Chavo, let's go ahead and scrap that. Act like an animal."
Yeah, that was probably gonna be the better option.
He goes. "Bah."
You know, apes are notoriously enemies with goats. You know.
Yep, they're just rivals. Rivals.
No,
That's like
I
the
think
cats and
that's
dogs.
a fantastic idea. Just be a goat.
Yeah, just hide by eating grass and bang.
Natural. Be
Jumping
natural.
out of the way of stuff. Being a goat.
I don't have enough. I just realized I don't have enough view for Petey on the screen. I have enough view for me, V, Daisy, Brett, and everybody but Petey.
Yeah, there's
do
no
I
PD on the Skype call.
do I fucking hide? Do I get in the bush?
I mean, you should be able to hide more than any of us.
All right. So, do you go in and hide behind the tree, or do you kind of climb up onto the tree? You kind of like,
I try to climb up and like hide in like the branches, like with the leaves covering me, so I can at least like get a high vantage point.
I'm gonna
I
say,
look for a
give me
thicker branch.
give me a quick athletics check,
Oh fuck!
or acrobatics.
You have
I'll
the
say
presidential
athletics or
physical
acrobatics.
fitness
whichever.
award.
Thank you
Yeah.
for changing that.
There's two trees next to each other. I'm gonna say either one. Yeah, so it wasn't that hard of a check, anyways. So you easily like get yourself up to the tree, and yeah, you as far as you can tell, you're pretty well hidden. Also, Travel is like walks over to this area and just start gnawing on some grass over here.
Okay, cool. I also look for a bigger branch so I can kind of balance myself as I
Yeah.
sit,
Yeah.
as I hold my bow and arrow in case shit goes south.
Yeah.
Because giant monkey seems like shit could go very south.
Yeah.
The King of Kong.
That would end my turn then,
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
Or actually, can I hold on? Hold on. Let me double check something. Hold.
Oh, Beast Companion.
So wait, does everyone I mean, I don't know how meta we're get, but does everybody actually in the group know that it's an ape?
Yes, I said it
yeah.
out
Yeah,
loud.
he said it out loud. Like, hey, this seems to be like a giant ape. Yeah.
Oh shoot. Okay, just double checking. It's like, huh,
Okay,
wait,
if it's
really?
giant,
It's huge.
Huge.
So
okay.
it really
In
we're
game
talking like
terms, it's
Ozaru.
huge.
If
Yeah,
I
we're
use
looking at,
Hail
like-
of Thorns, then would it also hit if I hit him?
You're gonna have
I think
to
it's
find
like
out.
I think it. Well, I remember correctly. It's just I think it's relative to your target or something like that. It's like, but
Yeah,
I remember, but like relative to your target, so it should still hit something else. But yeah, you definitely.
Dungeons and Dragons is a game where sometimes you fight things that are as big as, say, a dragon. So your magic should be all right.
Yeah.
That's a good
Target of
point.
the attack and each creature within 5 feet of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so technically,
Yeah. Each
Okay.
creature within 5 feet of it.
never mind.
So whatever is within 5 feet, even if it's huge, is gonna be affected. So you don't have to worry about like, is it gonna miss? Is it only gonna hit that? If you're gonna be able to, you're gonna be able to hit.
Oh,
It scales.
It scales. Each creature within 5 feet and it's relative to where it is. So it's like whatever is within 5 feet of that creature. You're
The creature is a magical conduit with which.
But yeah. All right.
So my turn.
I have a real stupid idea, but yeah, that'll end my turn.
All right. So, and there's that. Okay. So, let's see.
Oh yeah, other people get a rolled initiative too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna say. So it's off the map.
Quit metagaming. The rule of cool is your friend.
Okay. Is this?
Mind, I reread it. It has to be friendly, friendly
Oh.
or charmed. So that won't work.
can
charm it.
I mean, who can charm things?
Yeah.
I really wanted to be friends with a giant gorilla.
Honestly, I'd be super down to be friends with a giant gorilla.
Okay.
I do have
So-
charm.
Please,
Okay.
please and thank you.
So one.
It's
The
worth a
beautiful
shot.
thing is, since they all have they all have similar initiative. I can set them up to happen basically simultaneously, but
Monkey friends.
all
monkey
three of
friends,
these
Monkey friends.
creatures.
Come here, real stupid.
Monkey friends. Monkey friends. Monkey friends. Monkey friends. Roll it.
We can't roll it yet. We've got
Not
let it play out, my man.
We gotta wait for the monkey to monkey. But
And
let's just
then-
say I'm a bard and I can do dumb things.
so
We got an
it's
eclectic.
so
Hang on, let's
in
think this
their
right.
turns, in their collective turns, they all arrive. And you can kind of see them through the trees, but they all arrive to this point.
That is a scary, scary life bar.
So,
It's a
Wait-
percentage.
wait.
Don't worry about that.
you know,
It's just 100%.
oh my lord. By
And
the
then when
way,
we get through
that's
that
the
life bar, we
eclectic
get a
game.
second one.
That's the one with deriving ideas, styles, or tastes from a broad and diverse range of sources.
Yeah.
We're fucked.
Ah, but there's a lot of us.
All right, and then that's their
to mention the
turn is
intellect one.
arriving there. So
God,
It's just so magnificent.
like this gigantic silverback monster. It's gonna yeet one of us across the
Friends,
map.
Monkey friends, monkey friends, monkey friends.
Yeah, but the thing is, it could go wrong really quickly.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. But this is high risk, high reward.
So Toby, it is now
Yeah.
your turn.
Okay, so I've
Your
got a
name is
question for the
Toby.
dungeon master. So you see this little this little bridge thing?
Yeah.
The little bridge thing? Can I hide under that?
There's like a little ditch. Yeah, I'd say so. There's like a little ditch that seemed to be like run a little, like run off of water.
Okay, that's fine.
And
I
you
can do
hide
that.
under. You can hide under that.
Can you-
It's like
Um,
Can you make it there?
it's like
What?
it's very small,
If
but I
that's
would
all
say
I
you
do,
can like
yes.
wedge yourself in there.
because that's only that's
It's like a
that's
little
40
gutter.
foot. I can. So I'm gonna do that, and as I run, I'll be like, "Remember, I do area of effect stuff."
So I would say if you're gonna use your action to dash and hide under there.
Sean died.
That's all I'm gonna do.
Okay. So technically you're not stealth, but you're kind of like tucked under there. Alright, that's fine. Like, just laying there under the bridge downtown.
I don't ever
They're AirPods.
wanna feel
Yeah.
like I did that day.
Okay. Toro, you're hanging back in the by the carriage. Everybody's kind of like tucking away and hiding.
Yes. So since Toro
At all.
has this special advantage of being close to where we are, he is going to ready himself and attempt to to hide in the carriage.
So yeah, you can be tucked
So,
away.
Yeah,
Wow.
he's ready. He is ready with a dagger, but he is hiding in the carriage for now because he's like, oh shit, hopefully we don't have to fight it. Everyone's climbing trees.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get in the carriage.
All right.
So that's where
you're
Toro
gonna
is.
use
He's
action
hiding.
to hide. Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Oh, there's an.
AirPod. Can you guys hear me properly?
I can hear you.
Yeah.
No, but it cuts off the beginning of your sentences.
All right. As far as you know, you're hidden.
Yeah, every single time it cuts off the beginning.
Yeah,
of your
That's
Bluetooth's
just-
not reliable. I've been there.
Yeah.
There are options. Let me get the
it
beats
is.
then.
You just put it on push to talk.
Ah,
Sorry, I realized Alexa wasn't here, wasn't available, so I wasn't
I
hearing
did
the
not
alarm.
hear the double clicks. I'm upset.
That's been so long ago since we've used. I should set that up to place. You're not that smart. You're not all that attractive. So Toro, as far as Toro knows,
Hello?
he is
We're
hidden.
good. We hear you loud and clear.
That is it for Toro, I presume.
Is Toro gonna be okay? I don't like the look of this ape.
You don't know.
Who can say?
Who can say?
I'm hiding under a bridge and not stealthily.
Yeah. All right. Lucius.
Yeah. I turn into a panther
Nice.
and then I run up a tree.
A steel panther.
Thanks.
Okay. Wild shape.
Why did you choose panther and not like a cougar or like
Ooh.
or a,
Yeah.
Just
a puma?
Just felt, panther. Just felt very,
After you
very
turn,
sleek
Well-
about it.
not exist anymore. Okay.
Because panthers are like black normally, right? Daisy, you're the cat
Yeah.
lady.
Yeah.
What is the stealthiest of big cats?
Lion,
Mm.
technically?
The palace
Stealthy?
cat.
Okay. I turned into a cougar that definitely has the exact same stat block as a panther.
Awesome. Row, row, row.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's a
1059
panther is a
the
cougar.
cat.
The cougar is a panther.
Wait a minute. do you have does anyone have anything that can communicate with these things?
Our mouths.
I mean, yeah, but like language translating wise.
Yeah, one person might. He is the one that's probably going to be talking to his goat.
Is it? Oh, I mean, so they
But I
actually talk. It's not like when you're like looking at your dog and it's like, oh, I love you so much. Like they actually communicate, or is it like a one-way thing with him and the goat?
That's a range. Tends to be a ranger and bard, or ranger and druid kind of thing. But we don't know what we don't know. These things could be like just speaking common. We don't know.
No, we don't know.
We're being wieners. Hide from them.
We're being wieners.
Like one of us turned into a coog.
By the way, I just got my hearing back because my headphones are disconnected. So if you guys said something to me and I didn't answer,
No, we didn't.
Okay,
Everything's
good,
cool.
awesome.
Okay.
Technical difficulties are the way of D&D.
Mm-hmm.
An eclectic ape.
Yeah, that's why I googled the definition of. Oh my god, it's got diverging and broad
see that?
ideas.
A wild shaped. There you go. You're a panther now.
Yeah. Oh, and all of a sudden I can only see myself.
Oh, that's interesting.
I can see that you're uninjured, and that's all that matters.
There we go.
Cool. See, he can turn it off and on. I had to go the long way.
All right. So
This is quite the trap we're setting up. I love it.
Set it up.
I'm so glad we don't have a barbarian that's like running with both great axes in both hands, like towards this giant.
range.
I go to
Or a
this
teenager
tree
doing
and
the same
then
thing. Or a
climb
teenager in the group
Nice.
just doing the
You
same
just
thing.
climb easily.
Thank you. I could
and then-
use a big cat over here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We got
And then I do.
Matt, you and me. We'll bottleneck them. Right
you
here in
use
this,
your
like in this
action
little
to
area.
hide?
We'll bottleneck them.
Hey,
Or,
do
yeah.
yeah, I hide.
Yeah, okay. Just wild shape is a bonus. Oop. Wild shape
An
is a bonus
enterprising
action, right?
orc. That was a good
Okay,
die
good.
roll.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
was
Nice.
about to be really annoyed.
You're like,
Fucking
But yeah, you feel pretty,
you should
pretty
get cat
confident that
grace
you're
if you
Up
hidden.
and up.
You feel pretty confident that you're hidden.
I just saw a Reddit video of a pissed off leopard, so like I know how far they can jump. D&D needs to cooperate.
Alright. Wrong. So like goes back this way. And does her best to hide. And despite not having much of a skill to it, she does a pretty good job of hiding.
RNGesus be praised.
Good honor.
Mortal really fucked up. Mortal rolled a 1, right?
Initiative
just gonna
wise,
do
yeah. He's rolled
the-
a 1 on initiative, yeah. It's amazing.
Just gonna stay in the one spot and just go inside the shell.
Yeah.
He's taking the pitcher's batting spot, you know.
Yeah. Alright. And then Rock. What? Rock. is going
I
to-
want to Brock.
Yeah.
He's highly
walk to
illogical.
rock.
He's going to go here and go 15 feet to this tree, and then climb 15 feet up with his climbing speed.
Name a better duo, Brock and Sue.
And then he's gonna hide in the tree. He's pretty well hidden. That's his. Right there. Alright, and then Mortal. We're gonna climb, but he's gonna go over. He's gonna go over to.
I haven't looked at turtle hands, but like, you know, when I think of shell-backed creatures and their climbing abilities.
Mortal does not have climbing speed.
Most.
Let's see. Hi. Hey. Oh, nice. Nat 18.
Nice.
Alright. That brings us back to the top of the initiative order.
Hi, everyone.
Back to Tumbao.
Welcome back to the top. Hey. All right, so we're currently here.
But you can't.
So right now in our view, all we have is the one magnificent giant ape.
So it's not on the it's not on the map just because based off of just because of distance, but you also see a couple smaller creatures just off
behind it
there,
just like riding away.
Yeah.
So both of these are big apes, but
they're about medium sized.
Okay, so 2 apes that are our size and 1 ape that is beyond that.
Huge.
Okay, so I'm assuming, I'm thinking in my head the Sekiro style, giant white ape. Right? That's the one in my head.
There's it's grayish.
Something like that, but it's yeah. Okay, let's take a look. D&D cheat sheet. So we got my move action. We got an action. Think. So right now, I would say. You're already pissed, and we're still here hiding. So wait, where were we on that actual able to communicate with animals? On who was able to do that?
You would have to. I don't know if anybody can, but that tends to be a thing. The people who are of the woods.
Oh, that's. I thought I was
we weren't sure. I don't know that anybody has speak with animals. I don't think so.
That's that tends to be a higher level kind of thing too.
Might be.
If we want to meta, I have Beast Bond. Is what Havoc Link.
You also have to remember that some of these things, if I were let's step back.
I was trying to
prepared.
But if you like charm something and then somebody like attacks them, that breaks that spell.
Of course.
So like they rules around the fuckery that we would like to do sometimes.
Yeah.
Can I? I wouldn't be able to interact with it without stealth. I have an idea. Wait a minute. Let me see. Do I have something in my? Damn. I thought I had this. Mortal, do you happen to have any? Like, can I send? I'm gonna send Mortal a message quick. Like, do you happen to have any rope? I have an idea.
Mortal's got a Mary Poppins purse.
You're gonna trip it.
We're gonna trip it.
Toby could totally be some bait.
I really think not that Lucius
take 'em,
is involved in
Jump.
this conversation, but it might be good to try to let them just keep running on by.
Of course.
Yeah.
If they don't notice us, sure. But we want to set up a trap and we get them, catch them off guard.
And how much
Well,
money are in the pockets of a huge ape?
I mean, if you trip them though, that's gonna stop them. Right.
And then they might be
Like-
suspicious.
Yeah.
Might be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
Yeah,
Don't
if
be
I'm
suspicious.
running through a forest and I
Totally
randomly
sus.
trip on a rope that's stretched taut along the ground at perfect tripping height, I'm gonna be like, wow, somebody set up a rope to trip somebody, possibly me. I wonder if
Bummer.
they're still around.
I would
mean,
like to
look,
have a word with
I'm
them.
thinking more in my head. Plan B. Just like okay,
Well, you
let me figure out a plan A first.
It's a noble thought.
I mean, yeah, like the issue is
The tactics are strong, but
The
maybe
cactus.
Sorry, my brain went into like, I'm
it's-
not afraid. Let's catch this thing.
yeah. I mean,
I'm
it's like it's not
Yeah,
a bad
it's up to
plan
you what you
B,
would-
except you have to set it up before plan A.
But yeah, but ultimately it's up to you, Tumbao. What you want to
you
do?
can do whatever
Yeah.
you want, and we could deal with the consequences,
Yeah.
and it will
Lucius
be
hasn't
hilarious.
said a thing because he doesn't know what's happening.
Yeah.
And he's like, meow.
Yeah, well, all I can say is, I guess that would be the only thing I can say in 6 seconds. Just anybody got a rope?
Yeah, Immortal's like, well, I got some rope.
No. Yeah, everybody's clearly talking me out of this obviously bad idea real quick.
Yeah. But Mortal just says like, oh, I got some rope. He replies to your message.
Yeah, my brain, just somewhere in my gut, I hesitate. No, I'm gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna ready. I'm gonna ready let me ready a spell, just in case something goes wrong, because I feel like that's my best option
Make
right now.
yourself a lasso.
Can I ready magic missile if it notices? Can I
Yeah,
add,
if you notice that he's hostile towards you, you can shoot a
Yeah.
magic missile.
So the one thing about I feel like I'm just shitting all over your plans. I'm sorry.
No. I'm
The
trying to. I'm
the
learning
issue with
mechanics of the
readying
game. I'd rather do that.
spells.
Yes.
Magic missile is a spell, not a cantrip, right?
It's
Yeah,
it's an
it is.
Yeah.
it's a spell.
Yeah, it's an
You're
actual
gonna
spell.
burn the spell slot whether you cast it or not. Like by,
And
Yeah.
magic
you-
missile never
you use
misses.
the spell slot by readying the
Mhm.
action.
Okay, but that's what I figured. But what I was thinking more was treat it as a reaction, because I'm assuming that by
Well,
the
you'll
time
still
if
use
gets
it,
to-
and then it'll like fizzle out, and you'll let it go. I mean, you can still do it. I mean, just keep that in
Yeah,
mind. Yeah.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's a
It has
misnomer.
the, I know it has the possibility to fizzle, but it's more of like I
You'll-
want if I get just as a chance to deal a second of damage if I'm suddenly noticed, and then I have
Yeah,
to.
you can-
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather set that up as because at the moment I don't think I have any better options, so I'm gonna stick
Yeah,
with
it's a good idea.
Sounds good to me. Yeah.
Yeah, so that'd be-
Yeah. I'm gonna ready it as a spell.
Well, it's the
Alright,
deal with
and
magic
then,
missiles.
you want to
They
use
should call them
your
magic middles.
bonus
So I
action
gotta-
hide.
Actually,
No rope for you.
I know. Next time, baby. Actually, gonna see how far.
That 80 feet, okay, Go
I'm trying to
Rilla's a
remember
long way
what-
away.
Yeah, I have 30 feet of movement speed. Wow, that's.
You can go to the
Mm. I'm gonna go. Yeah, right here. I'm gonna shimmy on over here on the other side of the. Just like
I'm
through
all
three
about that.
trees. Just
Thank you.
I didn't go
Alright.
too far, did I?
All right, and then no, it should be fine.
All right.
I think it even
Bonus
like gives you
action,
like
might as well hide again.
yeah.
Yeah. Let me see bonus. Yeah. Yeah. Let me just hide again as my bonus action. So let me just features.
Yeah, I have ideas that include us not dying.
I'm going. You know what? As a bonus action, I'm gonna set up steady aim just to double down.
All right,
Features, steady aim. Yeah.
All right, set up steady aim. All right.
And I think that's it for me.
Mm-hmm.
Giant monster beast.
Oh. Where am I going? All right.
Oh wait. During the turn, if you use a bonus action, your speed is 0 until the end of the turn. Dude, I can't do steady aim because I move.
I mean,
can I-
you moved and then you did steady aim, I imagine. Oh,
Yeah,
if you
but I
only
moved
if you
during the
haven't
turn.
moved during this turn. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
I
would
would
have done
say
it too. Like, you need to move.
yeah. So if you wanted, you can just be back there and do steady aim,
Yeah,
or
I'm
and
fine with that. I'm fine with that staying back there until.
you-
Yeah, that's perfectly steady aim, and I'm good.
if you were
Damn it.
here, I'm moving
Yeah,
you.
wherever I was. Put me wherever I was. Thank you.
You're
Thank you, Petey.
here.
Yeah.
And then yeah,
Perfect,
just
perfect.
steady aim.
Mm-hmm. And that's it for me.
And then you're gonna attack roll, okay. Sure. Okay, so as a bonus action, you give yourself in on your next attack roll on the current turn. So it would only count on your current turn, and it wouldn't be for your next turn. Just
Yeah, it would be if it goes off as a reaction.
yeah, but the thing is, magic missile is not a attack roll; it just
Uh-huh.
hits. So it
Okay.
doesn't give anything to that. So it would be a
Oh, well.
waste. I would say if you're gonna use, that would be a waste. Whereas like using your bonus action to hide is if you want to stay stealthy and stay ready with an action with your attack. It just does it.
Okay. Yeah, already in action then.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, that would-
and then you can yeah.
No worries. Next time. Next
But yeah,
time. for
and then
sure.
you want to do
We'll have
your
some fun
bonus,
with it.
your stealth check.
Yeah, let me do that right now. Mm,
And then it's more useful when you're
there we go.
Confirmed.
26. Haven't been seen. Mean green can't be seen.
yes. All right. So
Brett, you just like
So-
your eyes wide. I saw your eyes go wide. After I was like, whoa, did I do something cool?
No, I found a MacGruber gif. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
You know, it's a proper reaction to the Gruber gift.
That's right.
Right.
Shut your butt is an important gift to have in your.
Shut your butt.
Sue repositions himself to try to be better, more stealthy. Does a pretty good job, kind of getting himself hidden. Summer, are you gonna stay hidden? And are you gonna ready any actions?
The only thing I was thinking is if for some reason that thing goes towards Chavo, because I feel like he's the most vulnerable, because he can't climb or anything, then I would like jump down towards it with the thwack staff. That's my plan.
So
Chavo's his own goat. He can take care of
Yeah.
himself.
But
let's see.
I mean, I was always told when you ready an action, you have to be like really specific
Yeah.
with what you want to do. Yeah, because otherwise it's just like,
Okay, just rather,
I could
sometimes you
jump
want
down
to
on, like,
jump
if
on.
yeah, like if it comes our way and threatens us, like anywhere near me, like I want to just jump down on it
Choose.
or at it. I guess
Then
if
you
it's at my
choose the
level.
action. You can move up to
Jump down
response
on
to- Okay, yeah. Okay.
God bless the
okay,
D&D fighting
okay.
quick reference.
Perfect. Yeah. So you're gonna presumably jump on it to attack it or something or jump down and attack it, right?
Yeah, basically. That's
Perfect.
assuming if it is 15 feet below me. Or
Does she have to
less.
do the jump on it dance?
Jump up, get down.
Jump, jump.
I'm thinking of Rally Monkey now.
Yes. All right, so you're still hidden there, but you're kind of priming yourself, kind of doing your like readying your like pounce position.
Mhm.
A cat ready to pounce. All right, and I presume that is it for your turn.
That's it.
All right. Solero, are you readying anything? You're pretty confidently well hidden.
Yeah, the only thing I guess would be now that I'm up here and I'm hidden, I'd like to make sure that I'm on like a bigger branch and I have, if Summer is preparing to jump in case it comes too close to us, I'm readying a shot.
Okay, you're readying your
Like
shot.
my bow is fully taut and I'm scanning to try to get a beat on it as soon as I can.
Ready your shot in case it gets hostile. Chavo has a dodge action, presumably. Alright,
Yes.
and I'm just gonna say simultaneously, more or less. This is a beautiful thing that they all have the initiative order right after each other. They're gonna move. So this is gonna go 30 feet.
Ape 30 feet, 30 different places.
Okay.
Apes.
Ah!
Apes. What a great sensation.
Close. That surprisingly, you got you. Yeah. This giant, this big old monkey man.
Ape friends, monkey friends, monkey friends, monkey friends.
What was the
Yeah.
game that came out was it Ape Out?
Yeah, the one where you're the ape
Yeah.
escaping like the skyscraper.
AKA,
What a good
AKA the
job.
the
Harambe game.
jazz drums.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was all free jazz drum.
yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of drums, Brett, your drums.
I mean, I did not know that my Donkey Konga bongos were gonna be apocryphal.
Yes.
It did feel familiar.
Yes. And then you see they go just with reckless abandon. They could go through these trees. This huge silver-haired beast ape thing. Just huge silver haired ape with like anger in its eyes and like somewhat kind of like a few scars on his face and maybe a couple of scars on his body, with like just like mouth going
I'm so mad.
and then like the two apes like following along, and it's like he stops and he looks around just in your general direction as he eyes the scope and he looks at the carriage. He looks around at you and surveys and sees what's going on. That's what we're gonna call it for today.
Grape ape.
That's what we're gonna call the
Gonna-
episode for today.
That's
It
gonna
will.
be one hell of a start.
We're gonna start.
It's
We're gonna
monkey time.
find out what happens to the gang, if anything. What happens to the gang next time on next episode of Through the Tome Z. thank you all for being with us. Thank you all for checking out the episode. Be sure to come back, watch us live on Rebellion TV on Twitch. Hang out with us with all the shenanigans. You can also catch the episodes on Rebellion TV on YouTube. And eventually I will try to get everything up, including audio podcast versions. I have a lot of backlog to work on that regard.
Wow.
But over on thetomes.com or through thetomes.com, check it out over there. Yeah, thank you for being with us. Like, share, subscribe. Let me switch over to the intro.
Toot all about us.
Yes. Hit the bell. Do all the calls to action. Until next time. Hasta los huevos.
Toodaloo.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
High five. High five, you
Hashtag
guys.
find loot.
High five. Guys. High five.
Fighting.
It reach. There you go. There we go.